I would just like to preface this video by saying at the start of this video, it's bad. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm not good at content creation. I'm new to this. It's bad for like the first minute and a half. I don't talk like shit the whole time. Just give it a little bit of time. But at the end of the day, I don't care because my goal is, or what I'm talking about is not wanting anybody to watch this. So I got a 25-minute drive right now. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how I enjoy being a nobody right now. I enjoy having nobody care about what I'm doing. And the reason for this is, so I plan on being rich one day, right? And when you become rich, any of the stuff that you didn't do on your come up, any of the things that you missed, now that you have a lot of money, you now have the chance to go back and do those things, right? For the majority of things. So like, if let's say, for example, you wanted to do content creation, you can now, but you weren't able to do content creation. Now you can do content creation and at a way more efficient scale because you could pay someone else to do it for you, so you're not wasting your time doing it. So you could continue building your businesses, whatever. And it's like that for many things that you're doing, that you could like kind of play catch up once you have the funds to be able to do so. But something I feel like a lot of people don't realize until it's too late when they are on their come up becoming rich is that the one thing that you can't buy with money once you make it is you are not able to buy recording content from before you made it. Once you make it, you're there. Once you're top 1%, you've already established a name for yourself with wealth. So you can't go back and fake pre-rich content of your come up story. And I've seen a lot of people that come up in the space, in the financial space, that pop up out of nowhere with a Lamborghini. First time you ever see them, Lamborghini. And they're like, oh, hey, come buy my course, come do blah, blah, blah. And what that does is that leaves the viewer with a lot of speculation. Okay, I see this person, they have a Lamborghini, true. Do I know they own this Lamborghini? No. Do I know that their parents didn't buy them this Lamborghini? No. Do I know that they didn't scam people to get this Lamborghini and I'm basically just back funding their Lamborghini they bought? No, you don't know these things. Whereas a person that when they pop up on your feed is a little 5-second clip of them before they made it, sitting there in their beat down apartment, looking skinny, looking like they haven't eaten. You can see the eye bags under their eyes. And it's a little 5-second clip of them talking about, hey, one day I know I'm going to make it. And then it cuts to a clip of them speeding down the highway in a Lamborghini. Now you're intrigued. Now you're like, whoa, this person showed that they were struggling. How much more of their struggle did they show? Go through your content, find, wow, damn, this person posted for 2 years straight of not no progress, but no financial progress. And so like, how am I going to sit here and say, oh, they probably just scam people. Oh, they probably just mommy's money, daddy's money, where it's like, if I had daddy's money, why the living fuck would I sit here for 2 years and document me getting absolutely nowhere? Why would I fake that? Why would I hide my parents' money in a safe somewhere so I could pretend to be broke for 2 years? The credibility that I am able to build in this stage, that although there's no results that show right now, but the amount of credibility I'm able to build for my future right now is ridiculous. I'm not scared of blowing up, but I know once I get to that point, or once I get rich, once day trading takes off for me, it's like, okay, I made it now. So whatever I've accumulated of my come up story is all I have to put into content clips, to put into whatever I want to put it into, to show, hey, there was a point in time where I was actually struggling, to show that, hey, this is legit. And so yeah, it's just a lot of content creators pop up out of nowhere. And I don't want to repeat myself, but again, this is me just now coming up. I don't know a lot about content creation. I don't know. I'm basically a newborn in this whole era. And so right now I got a 20-minute drive. I don't know what I don't know what to talk about for 20 minutes. I don't know if this video is going to end up going really well. Or if it's going to be 5 minutes in like it is and I start running out of things to talk about. But that was my big thing, is so many people like want to post their first TikTok and then all of a sudden, boom, now I get 1 million views, 1 million followers, blah, blah, blah. Which is fine if your end goal is content creation. Because if your end goal is content creation, once you secure the followers, that's a cop right there. 1 second. I'm trying to do this with no cuts, but once you solidify your following, you basically, okay, now you made it. Well, your goal where you wanted to get to, you have achieved that now, right? Whereas if your end goal is financial success, financial freedom, which mine is, and most people that are day trading, which are going to be, of the few people that watch this, the people that do watch it are most likely going to be day traders. That's my audience that I target. But those the traders that I target, you shouldn't want to be successful right out the gate, because you're going to have so many less people trust you and trust your legitimacy when you just pop up out of nowhere. Oh, I'm blah, blah, blah. I got this Lamborghini. I got this nice watch, this nice penthouse, blah, blah, blah. 9 times. Not even if I show my come up story, I'm still going, once I make it, I'm still going to get a lot of daddy's money, a lot of comments like that. They're unavoidable. But even though they are unavoidable, they are able to be, how do I say this? You are able to minimize how many of those comments you get. And if I'm going to get to a point where, let's say one day my day trading takes off, I make a crap ton of money and I want to help people, because I genuinely do enjoy helping people. If you see my TikTok, you will see it's just a whole bunch of motivational videos. I'm getting no benefit out of that. I just do it because I want to help people. I've always been that kind of person. I have videos I'm not going to share on what YouTube channel it is. I will be scared for my life if someone manages to find it. But when I was like, I think 10 years old, I started a YouTube channel. And at the time I had an old Amazon Kindle Fire. It was a $50 tablet. My parents never really spoiled us coming up. And I did a lot of jailbreaking on that tablet, because like there were certain things that are on the Apple App Store I couldn't get that I wanted. This is me at 10 years old. So I managed to find ways to basically hack into the tablet and get whatever you wanted basically out of it. Legally, it's still legal. It's just allowing you to gain benefits you weren't able to have from an iPhone. Anyways, I'm rambling. But I posted a YouTube video on how to do the certain things I was doing. I was at 10 years old trying to educate anyone that was in my position, because when I'm in a slump, when I'm in a low, I think, damn, this really sucks. I hate this. And I think then I feel like I'm a very empathetic person, and I will think, okay, I know this sucks for me. So if I see someone else struggling the way I'm struggling right now, or I had struggled, if I'm talking from a perspective of achieving success, then I feel just as bad as I felt when I was in that slump. And I don't want anyone to have to go through what I went through. So since 10 years old, probably even earlier, it's just at 10, that's when I started documenting it for the first time. I've been trying to help people get out of slumps that I've been in. So when I'm trading and I've became profitable, I have proof of profitability for a long time, it is more likely than not I'm going to open some sort of server, some sort of Discord, some sort of online thing. That's so far out, I haven't really given it much thought right now, to help people. Because the position I'm in, it sucks. I'm not poor. I was raised, I would say, middle class. And I'm not going to say, oh, I was living under a bridge. I had to work at 14 to provide for my family. No, I come from a household where I live middle class, but I didn't get any handouts. I didn't get my first phone until my sophomore year of high school. I had to buy my own first car. I had to, basically everything I own right now, I had to buy myself. I had nobody give that to me. And so I forgot where I was going with it. Damn, this content creation stuff's hard because I ramble sometimes and I lose track of where I was going. But I know I was trying to talk about how I want to share what I learned to other people. And once I get to that point, why was I talking about that? Why was I talking about how it came up from nothing? I'm going to watch back on this and I'm going to cringe so hard, but whatever. We're at 10 minutes, still going. Still enjoying that no one's gonna watch this, and maybe my slip-ups are gonna make even less people willing to watch it. But yeah, I want to teach people how I got to where I'm at, because it sucks. It sucks being, there it is. It sucks for me in my position, even though I'm middle class, because my dreams for my future are so beyond where I'm at right now that I might as well be poor. Because when I go to work, I see all my coworkers, like on our lunch breaks, I see all my coworkers sit on TikTok or scroll Facebook Marketplace or something, and I sit there and I'm like, wow, I can't relate to any of these people. Like, where is their voice screaming in the back of their head that, hey, I should be doing something productive right now? Where is that? Because I can't sit down through a 30-minute episode of a TV show without that voice screaming, hey, you have parents to retire. Hey, you have a future wife to provide for. You have all these things and you're delaying that with every minute you're not working. It screams at me. And although the people around me, I don't see that in, except for my brother and my other roommate that I live with that I'm grinding with. I don't see that in anybody. But I know that that's out there. I know there are people out there that are like me, and some of them might be lacking guidance, or the people that they are learning from, the gurus out there, even though they are able to give them information, they feel unrelatable to them. They feel like there's no connection because a lot of them either started with money, let's be realistic, had a lot of capital their parents gave them, or didn't start documenting before they had their come-up story. There was no relatability in them. I'm documenting so much now that like people will look back and be like, wow, I'm in his position right now. I want to follow along his journey. I see so many TikToks of people that say, people always have their like come up partner. How do I find my partner? How do I find people as dedicated as me? Because aside from my brother and roommate, I mean, I've been pursuing getting rich for probably 2 years now, being financially stable. And I have found my brother and my roommate are the only people that I have found that were dedicated enough to do this. That's it. I found nobody else. So I know there are people out there that want someone like that, want someone like a brother to go alongside in their journey. And I want to be that for people right now. And I want to help people that are in their position right now, because even though I'm getting mentorship from people right now, I wish that there was someone that like, I was like, dang, they did it and they're just like me. So now I know I could do it. A lot of people I look up to are like, yeah, they did it, but I don't know where they came from. I don't know what tools they were given. So there's still always that little bit of that voice in the back of my head that's like, maybe they were only able to make it because of the tools they have and you don't have those tools. And I want to eliminate that in anybody that's pursuing this. When I teach people how to trade one day, I want them to know that the person they learned from went through everything they're going through. They could see it through all the videos. You could go on YouTube, go to my videos, go oldest to newest, look at the oldest, see my first video I posted, and just see all the struggle. If they're at a point where they're like, wow, I'm really struggling with overtrading. Cool, go back and look at when I was struggling with overtrading. Know that you can't struggle with this for a little while, and you could still make it to where I'm at. Go through my oldest to newest and look at all of the old videos, all of the shit that I was doing wrong, and then go to my newest and oldest and see I'm getting millions of views. And I'm driving around in my dream car. And see, okay, I'm not alone in this. This is a stage everyone goes through. But everyone's afraid to document that stage. Everyone's afraid to embarrass themselves. And because of that, it leaves the people that are on their come up feeling lonely and isolated and feeling like when they slip up, it's so abnormal because, well, why is no one else slipping up? Why are these gurus not slipping up? They are. They just don't tell you about that part because at the end of the day, it's embarrassing or it doesn't get them anywhere. What I'm doing right now does not get me anywhere. Posting this video is going to get me nowhere. Posting the videos that I've been posting for the last couple months, weeks, aren't going to get me anywhere. My group channel that I have with my roommate and my brother, we get, if we're lucky, 25 views a video. It's not getting me anywhere, but it will build a reputation for myself of, hey, this is a safe space. If you are on your come up journey, I was there. Whatever stage you're at, you're in month 1, month 8, year and a half in. Look at when I was a year and a half in. You are much different from where I'm at. And those gurus out there that say, oh, I can teach you how to get rich. I can make you $1 million in your first month. And you're like, oh, well, then why am I not able to do it after my first month? It's because they're fucking lying. You want to know what's realistic? Go on my YouTube. Look at where I was at a year and a half into this and be like, okay, that's actually pretty close to where I'm at now. And then when you see, okay, well, he's now driving around in Lamborghinis, maybe I'm not doing so bad. And so, yeah, I'm glad that I'm a nobody right now. This gives me the chance to document both sides of my journey, to document my come up as well as my success, and to show other people that the come up journey, it's hard for the people that make it too. That it's not easy for them. And there's a lot of the gurus that will say, yeah, my come up story wasn't easy. Prove it. Where's your proof it wasn't easy? You could just be saying that for clicks, for likes, so that people are like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that my phone just ran out of storage. I was on like 16 minutes or something. I almost made it to the end of my drive. I feel like I talked about the bulk of what I wanted to get done. I don't want my phone to run out of storage. I just deleted a couple videos. So yeah, I just wanted to sum it up with that, where if you're in my position and you haven't made it anywhere and you want to do content creation at some point, just start now. Yeah, no one's going to watch what you have to say now, but it's the habits you build now that affect how easily you succeed later. So, damn, that was kind of poetic. But, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I'm glad no one's going to watch this. I'm glad for the next couple months no one's going to watch my videos. I get time to build myself up and to document my growth. So, come join the growth. Subscribe. Come watch all my videos. See the come up. See that you're not alone. I don't really know how to do outros. So, bye.